guys, so it has been a while, but I am back with a video, and not just one video, but a collab video. It's one video by me and one video by my friend Jamie on YouTube, whose channel I will link in the description, and also his video. What the videos are us answering some questions about going to university. Well, we thought we would give you some tips on different things you just might need to know for university. And the idea of the collab is that both me and Jamie have done 1 year of university so far, and we've gone to different universities, done different courses, come from I guess different backgrounds. So basically we live different lives, but we both go to university, so we thought that we could show you our different perspectives on the same things. So the first sort of question is any money saving tips. So what you spend money on is mainly food, if you drink alcohol, and then sort of any other shopping that you might do. But I'd say those are the two primary things. As for food, I would say that bulk buying is a really good idea. You might want to buy big packs of meat and then freeze half of it, or make meals in bulk and then freeze some meals, so then you have the meals ready for the rest of the week, which if you're doing a subject which is 9 to 5, that would be really helpful. Also, if you can, with your flatmates or housemates, buy food together. That definitely reduces, costs. Although obviously it's going to be hard because you have just met the people that you're living with. Even cooking meals together would be helpful, but I mean, if not, you can still cook meals by yourself and save money by buying in bulk. Also, buying at places like Asda or maybe even Lidl or Aldi, just cheap. So maybe don't go for Waitrose or Sainsbury's, just on a regular basis, and also go for own brand like Asda own brand, Tesco own brand, that sort of thing, just because overall it'll make it so much cheaper. And really, I think you can live off £15 to £20 a week for food, and that's not unreasonable. As for alcohol, obviously Freshers Week you might go a bit crazy, but still I'd say the main thing for students is pre-drinking. So buy alcohol and drink before you all go out, drink together, play drinking games, but basically it's going to be so much cheaper than buying drinks in pubs, clubs, bars. And look for deals in supermarkets, especially if you're buying food and drink together with your flatmates. When you're buying drinks, obviously that's a lot to carry, so online shopping is definitely helpful there. As for everything else, just be aware that you are spending your student loan or your parents' money maybe, or money that you're earning, and so you want to minimise your costs as much as possible. Oh yeah, also a lot of people will get takeaways when they're at university because it is so much easier, but if you want to get a pizza, just get a pizza from Asda, £2 rather than from the takeaway, which will be £10 to £15. So yeah, just keep these things in mind. The next question is, how do you balance your time? Personally, my course is very limited when it comes to actual teaching hours, so I only have a couple of 1 hour lectures a week and a couple of 2 hour seminars a week and a 2 to 3 hour screening, and that's it. That's all the contact hours I have. I have a lot of free time, but the important thing to remember is you should be doing reading or essays or whatever outside of your contact hours, but there's still, especially in first year, plenty of time to go out with your friends, go to societies, sports. There is literally, it is so easy, especially in first year, when although I would definitely recommend trying your hardest, there is a little bit of less pressure in that with most courses and universities the first year doesn't count towards your degree. I'd say setting time apart for doing your set reading or doing an essay that's due in for maybe a week later, do it as early as you can. I mean, obviously you don't have to be constantly working. That is one of the pros of university, especially first year, I would say. It isn't as much work as A-levels, as weird as that may sound. You just have to do what you're meant to do, get it done, and then you'll have plenty of time for other activities. How many hours do you sleep per night? I'd say I probably went to sleep at probably around 12 or 1 most nights if I wasn't going out. That was fine because I pretty much woke up at around 9 every day. I only had one 9 AM lecture in which I woke up at 8. I tried to control myself in that waking up at 9, so I was in some sort of routine so that I didn't wake up at lunch every day and waste hours in the day, because in the morning you can get work done and then in the afternoon and the evening you can hang out with your friends. So I'd say that was about 8 or 9 hours, which is quite a lot. Do you cook for yourself, and what meals do you eat? Yes, I do cook for myself. I was in self-catered accommodation last year. My mum bought this student cookbook for me. I will link I'll link it in the description, like an Amazon link in the description. It's really good because it's for students. It takes into consideration, like, you might not have a lot of scales or weighing equipment. It says how much each meal will cost per person. There's like varying difficulties in the meals. That was really helpful. I'd definitely say if you want to cook for yourself and you want to like have a varied, balanced diet, then buying a student cookbook is really helpful. I had a lot of, you know, pasta dishes, rice dishes. Just having the staples in your cupboard makes like cooking meals so much easier. And then mainly for meat, I had like chicken, sausages, bacon, sometimes like beef, or like mince. How do you stay healthy? Now, I don't know if I really did this one too well. I did get a gym membership for the gym at my university, and I only used it 4 times in the whole year, which is not very good. However, this summer I've gone to the gym again and I've started going swimming. Basically, you join a sports society. Opinions on going out and getting drunk. I get drunk a moderate amount. I wouldn't say I go crazy with it. Maybe I did in the first term, I'm not too sure. Personally, I would say have fun. I mean, alcohol, on the day that I moved into my university accommodation, it was very awkward with all the new housemates, but once we had a couple of drinks in us, we got on a lot easier. But if you don't want to drink, I would say that is perfectly fine. I knew some people that went out every night for the whole of the first term, and I knew some people that barely ever went out or didn't go out at all, and that is also fine. I would say just do what you want. Don't be peer pressured into doing something you don't want to do just because you think you'll make friends. You can still go out and not get drunk. It's perfectly fine, as long as you have like a good, you know, set of friends, nice people around you, then you're gonna have fun either way. Advice for freshers. So Freshers Week, I would say meet as many people as you can. You know, you might not stay friends with most of them, but the more people you meet, the more likely you are to find someone that you can be friends with forever. Maybe not forever, you know what I mean. I would say go to the freshers fairs, join up to the mailing list of loads of things. That's what I did. I mean, the emails got a bit annoying after a while when I didn't actually go to caving and climbing and canoeing, kayaking societies, but might as well have a look around, get the email, so they'll send you information about like the first meeting. On Freshers Week, you'll probably have a lot of introductory like lectures and meetings for your course. I would say go to that if you can. They usually, I mean, for me anyway, they told us about like the books we needed to buy for each module, just sort of an introduction to the course. I liked going. I mean, a lot of people didn't go, but you know what, I think you might as well make the most of the fact that that's there for you. Do you regret anything about your first year? I'd say I sort of only joined a couple of societies and then I sort of gave up on them. By the second term I wasn't really actually involved in any societies. Also, I never really found out how you can make friends with people in your course. I'm not really friends with them in my course. I really made friends with the people that I lived with and then people that they knew from like going out and stuff. Yeah, I probably regret not making friends with people in my course, but I don't regret it that much because I'm gonna try and do it this year. How do you feel about the amount of debt you'll be in by the end of university? You know what, I don't feel that badly about it. I think the paying back scheme is pretty good. It's only about £30 a week out of your income, and that is only after you're earning 21,000, which with my sort of course, I don't know if I will be right away. You never see the money, so you can't miss it. I'm really not too worried. I mean, maybe I'm being a bit naive, but right now, I feel okay. I think it's worth it. Would you recommend university? I would. I guess I didn't really know what I would have done after school if I hadn't gone to university. But then again, I'm sure there are many different things you can do after school, and university is only one of the options. However, I think it is one of the best options. I mean, there are things like money and will you actually get a job after you graduate and all that, but the experience is so worth it. I would say over this first year of university, of living away from home, being responsible for myself, I've become so much more mature than I was a year ago. And I think that is only something you can really get by living away from home. I would really recommend making the most of it. I mean, I know some people go to university and then they go home to their parents every weekend. Personally, I feel like that's not really making the most of the experience. Okay, I think that is about it. I hope I haven't missed anything out. So, what you need to go do now is go over to Jamie's channel and watch his video and see what answers he gave to the questions. Good luck if you are going to university. You're going to have an amazing time. Bye!